Well, this ought to be fun.
So this is the Earthrise Optimus Prime from the War for Cybertron trilogy.
I haven't seen the show yet, but I have seen some episodes of G1, the 1986 movie, Beast Wars, and Prime. I've also seen Transformers Age of Extinction and The Last Knight. And there goes my reputation.
Well, I gotta start somewhere. I mean, look at Alien. I got into Alien from watching Alien Resurrection, and I didn't even know that movie was bad.
But today we'll be talking about this lovely figure. So let's take a look at him. As you can see here, we have his truck mode. Fortunately, I don't have to watch the Netflix show because it's basically an adaptation of the original G1 design. And guess what? It looks really nice. I like the blue tinted windows and headlights, and the Autobot symbol is printed on there very well. And it's actual paint, not a super glued sticker. The back of the truck mode is in a nice shade of blue. It's the perfect hue. It's not too bright and it's not too dark. And the mechanical detail looks really nice. This is what the underside of a semi-truck looks like, right? But if I had a complaint, it'd have to be the paint at the front wheels.
I mean, the paint on the back wheels look nice and shiny, so why does the paint on the front wheels look non-existent?
As for the kibble, you get this obvious thigh gap and robot crotch, but nothing too bad. Well, there are the arms at the front, but that's a bit stretching it. You kinda have to try and squint to actually have it bother you. So overall, fantastic truck mode. It's very nice. In terms of articulation, it rolls.
I'd be scared if it couldn't roll. Well, I mean, yeah, wheels are supposed to do that. It's just that these wheels don't always want to roll all together.
Now you do get a little something for the truck mode, that being this trailer. It's not bad looking either. The paint on here looks just as good as the figure. You can open up the trailer to reveal the battle/repair station. And man, just look at all that detail. Both sides of the station are symmetrical with its design. And at the end of it, you get this anti-aircraft gun or whatever it's called. The top can rotate, the arms are on ball joints, and the rest of it are on hinges.
It's a nice feature, but the peg at the front of the trailer blocks it from going all the way up. That and the trailer's connection to the truck is kinda pathetic.
I mean, I guess it makes sense because the trailer is on the ground along with the truck, but I mean, come on, it would have been nice if the connection was, you know, a bit tighter. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Also in the promotions, the anti-aircraft gun was colored blue, so I feel so we've been robbed.
Because while it does look alright for the most part, it would have been twice as better if it was blue. So overall, in terms of accessories for the truck mode, it's not too bad. Let's scale out this semi. He's about 2 inches tall and 5 inches long. Here's the Figma Sake Izoi, NECA SOS Goji, and the Amber Collection Velociraptor. Now, let's take a look at the robot mode.
So the instructions go from robot mode to truck mode, so I'm gonna follow it backwards. So why don't we get some tunes going while we transform this guy, shall we? Wait, that's for the wrong channel. Ah, there we go. So the head is kind of difficult to get out as it can get stuck in there, so it might cause some paint chipping when you're fussing around to get it out. Just letting you know that.
The transformation process is nice, easy, and fun. And the robot mode looks fantastic. The head sculpt looks perfect. It's nice and shiny, and the eyes are painted very cleanly.
You can't really see the eyes too well because they are shaded by the brows, so here they are at a different angle. Also, as I stated before, the transformation does cause some paint chipping, which you can see right here, but isn't too bad.
And the yellow on the sides of his waist stick out among the red, blue, and gray.
Speaking of which, the gray on the side of the legs are a bit off-putting to me. I mean, the gray on the back of the legs makes sense since they are the underside of the truck mode, but I think if the sides were painted blue, I don't think they would affect it.
Despite all of that, this robot mode is amazing. In terms of articulation, you get a very decent amount. The head's on a ball joint, which can look around, but can't look up and down too much.
Also, the head is loose on my copy for whatever reason.
The shoulders can move this far back and can bend in and out.
I forgot to mention that they can also rotate.
The elbows can bend and can swivel.
The hands can rotate and has a hinge on the palm. The waist can swivel, bend down, and lean back. But due to this piece of kibble, it can't go as far. However, you can remove it and the waist can unlock its true potential. But do be careful when removing this piece. The hinge is a bit thin. The thigh can move up and down, can do an extremely great spread, and there's a swivel here.
The knee can move really far back, and the ankle can pivot.
The posability on this guy is great, but I do have some nitpicks. The chest can't crunch, it's more for the waist, but that's fine due to the transformation.
And if you're moving the chest back, it can untab, which can get really annoying.
And the ankle can only pivot to one side, but I'm really trying to find something to complain about. It's not too bad.
For accessories, you get his ion cannon, which can slip right into his hands.
It can fold and plug into his back for convenient weapon storage. You can untap this part of the trailer and it becomes a shield. You can plug it into either one of these holes on his elbow or his shoulder, if you're wrong. And there you go.
Now it does say here that you can plug the anti-aircraft gun onto his back, but this just looks ridiculous.
And now what is simply the coolest accessory, you can open up his chest to reveal the matrix of leadership.
This is probably the coolest accessory of this figure. If it didn't have this, they wouldn't have bought it. It's that important.
Do be careful though, it is small and the center of it looks a bit fragile.
That and it can fall out too easily.
Finally, let's scale out his robot mode. He's a little under 7 inches.
Here he is again next to the Figma Saki Izuyoi, NECA SOS Goji, and the Amber Collection Velociraptor.
So, do I recommend this figure? Well, I'm not exactly a Transformers collector. I'd say that this is a great choice for those wanting to start out, or if you just want one Optimus Prime figure. Because let me tell ya, this figure is just right. He comes with just the right amount of accessories, and you don't have to pay with your kidneys to buy it. Okay, maybe not considering that this figure is a bit hard to come by, so you only have to pay with just a quarter of a kidney. And that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that'll be.
Yeah, so this Jurassic Park crossover looks pretty cool and all, but I much prefer that good old classic Barney.